A crucible is a container in which metals or other substances are subjected to very high temperatures. It's a metaphor for a severe trial or adversity where different elements interact, leading to the creation of something new. My name is Tom Miller. I pastor at Central Assembly in Superior, Wisconsin. This is Fuel for the Fire, Volume 785, The Crucible. The philosopher Seneca once said, "There is no favorable wind for the sailor who doesn't know where to go." In other words, with no destination in mind, we don't know if we are even heading in the right direction. We need to understand the goal. We need to know the end game. When the goal is left unidentified, we are all over the map. We're like a dog chasing our tail or feathers blowing in the breeze. If we are disciples, the goal is to systematically and progressively rearrange our life around becoming like Jesus. In other words, the goal is spiritual growth. The setting we find ourselves in is merely the crucible wherein we are shaped and molded into what God created us to be. If we are challenged in the realm of health, that's the environment chosen to test and challenge our faith. If we have a difficult coworker, the cubicle or the office becomes the crucible in which we are subjected to the resistance that produces something positive in us. Maybe it's a neighbor, maybe it's a financial trial, maybe your marriage is stressed, or the kids are going through a tough stage, or we're struggling in our singleness. It may be a need for direction or a sudden change in circumstances that leaves you searching. Maybe your crucible is temptation. Each person's situation is different, but the goal is always the same: spiritual growth. Each situation takes you to the same place if you see it for what it really is, an opportunity to grow in your relationship with Jesus. Understanding the goal helps to explain why James tells us to count it all joy when you fall into various trials. The challenges of life take us places we wouldn't go on our own. Romans tells us, "But we glory in tribulations also, knowing that tribulation works patience, and patience experience, and experience hope." Peter said it like this, "Wherein ye greatly rejoice, that the trial of your faith, being much more precious than gold that perishes, receiving the end of your faith, even the salvation of your souls." Remember, the goal is spiritual growth. The circumstances and situations of life are just the crucible in which the process takes place. That's the way I see it. And that's a little fuel for the fire. And remember, I love you guys.